Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to go from sweet angelic makeup during the daytime to a more sultry, smoky look for nighttime. So we're going to be starting with the more angelic daytime look, and then I will show you how to transition that into the nighttime look. So let's go ahead and get started. I always like to prep my lid with an eyeshadow base. Today I'm using the one from MAC. This is the Soft Ochre Paint Pot and a Sigma P82 brush. I always like to set my lid with a sheer setting powder. You can use like a neutral tone shadow, but I just like to use a translucent setting powder. So the first eyeshadow color we're going to be using is called Day Rate. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a really pretty muted kind of soft pink color. It's a couple shades more pink than my natural skin tone, so it's going to be perfect to add that really subtle crease color. And to apply it, I'm using a Real Techniques Duo Fibre eye brush. This one's really great to get a really light sheer application of eyeshadow. Not only that, but it doesn't like hurt my lid, so I can blend it out forever and ever and ever, and it works just fine. So I'm adding this shadow directly into my crease using a windshield wiper motion, so kind of going back and forth, just creating like a really soft kind of halo effect. And for the next shadow, just to deepen it up a little bit more, I'm taking this one called Birkin from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Here you can see them side by side. Birkin is just a little bit deeper, but it's still kind of more on the pinky mauve side. And using the same Real Techniques brush, I'm going to be adding that directly into the crease. Just kind of adding a little bit more dimension. This one will help to enhance the look of my crease. It'll make it appear to be a little bit more deep. This is what I like to do. It kind of makes me look a little bit more awake if I just have a soft color in my crease. So I'm just going to be layering that on top of the Day Rate shadow. Next, I'm gonna go in with Blanc Type. This shadow is from MAC, and as you can see, I use it a lot. So I'm gonna be adding that to the lid using a Morphe E14 brush. And typically when I apply Blanc Type to my lid, I like to pack it on and make it look really, really bold and white and bright. But today I'm just gonna be adding it on kind of like a regular shadow. So I'm not gonna be heavily packing it on. And now I'm just adding a little bit of my highlighter color actually on top of the Blanc Type from MAC. So I'm layering on the Mary Luminizer, which is a highlighter from the Balm. That one is just a really pretty brightening shade. You could use a more shimmery white tone shadow or like a white gold shadow. And now I'm just adding a really thin black line to the lash line. Not doing a wing liner or anything like that, just a thin line all the way across the lid using the, I believe this is the NYX Matte Black Liquid Liner. If you don't have that, you could use any liquid liner. The NYX liquid liner is really good also. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So you guys obviously don't have to add the false lashes if you don't want to. For me, a daytime look will include lashes anyways, but today I'm adding on the Koko lashes. These are the Queen Bee ones. They're very, very dramatic. Using an Ardell Wispy would be really pretty, or even the Huda Beauty lashes in Samantha are also a really pretty style to add. Similar to Queen Bee, just not as dramatic. And once the glue dries, I like to add some black eyeshadow just directly on top of the lashes, right along the lash line, just that way it hides any of the shiny glue or any imperfections that I might have done with my liquid liner. To finish off the eyeshadow, I'm just gonna go ahead and add mascara to my lower lashes. I'm not adding any liner, no nothing. You could add a nude liner in the waterline, but I only like to do that when I'm smoking out the lower lash line. I don't like to do it by itself. So we're keeping this look really soft and angelic. So here is the finished eyeshadow look for my daytime look, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I used on the lips. So here I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Pencil. This is in the color 3C, which is more of a pinky kind of nude undertone lip liner. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using Peach Stock from MAC, which is my absolute favorite nude lipstick right now. This lipstick works really great on all skin tones. I've seen people more fair than me rock it and it looks incredible, and I've seen people with deep skin tones wear it and it just looks phenomenal on all skin tones. So I'm just blending this directly into the Makeup Forever lip liner, and you can see it just kind of turned out to be like a peachy, slightly pink nudish lipstick. And then I like to finish it off with some nude lip gloss. This is Please Me Lip Gloss from MAC. And now you are ready for the daytime, whatever it might be. You know, you might be going to Starbucks or talking on the phone all day. Maybe you just want to look nice for Snapchat, whatever it might be, you are ready to go for your daytime look. And now I'm going to show you how to bump that same look up for nighttime. All right, so we're gonna go with these 3 colors. This is gonna be the palette that we're adding to the look. And I wanted to show you guys my favorite brushes that I like to use for smudging on the lower lash line. I have the Morphe G15 brush, the MAC 219, which adds kind of more of a dramatic smoke to the lower lash line. And then I have the Morphe E36 brush. That one adds a little bit more of a subtle smoke to the lower lash line, so it's easier to build that one up. And then the last one is the Morphe E35. That's the one that I like to use if I'm using black eyeshadow. Much smaller brush, so it's great for doing more detailed work. So the first color we're gonna start with is Sienna. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is great to use on the lower lash line because it's very bold and dramatic, but it's not too dark. So that's one reason why I really love to use this color. And I'm going to be smoking it out with the Morphe E36 brush. So this one has a little bit of a lighter application than more dense kind of pencil brushes. So I'm just adding Sienna all the way across the lower lash line area. Next, I'm taking Red Earth. This is a very pretty deep brick kind of brown color. This color almost turns purple when I mix it with all the other shades, which I actually kind of like. So I'm going to be smoking this directly on top of the Sienna color using that Morphe G15 brush. It has a little bit of a smaller tip to it, so it doesn't add quite as much product, and it's also not as tapered as the other one. Lastly, I'm going to be taking Rich Brown. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Any dark brown matte shadow would work. I'm really just focusing this color right underneath the lash line. I don't want it to go too low because then I'll get like a whole black eye look going on, so I don't want to add too much of that one. And my favorite part of heavily smoking out the lower lash line is it helps to cover up any creasing that you might have with your concealer. That's where I notice like my main problem area with concealer is just right there, just because of all the delicate skin. Naturally, concealer is going to kind of build up in that area. So whenever I smoke out my lower lash line, it helps to cover it up, which I love. So I'm adding a black pencil to the waterline. This is the LA Girl Very Black Gel Glide Pencil. And then I always like to set my waterline if I'm wearing black with black eyeshadow. So that's what I'm doing right now. I do notice it helps a lot if I set it with black eyeshadow to prevent any running or any leaking, or if it's hot throughout the day, it'll just help to prevent it from falling. And then you can also just smudge some black shadow if you want to make it a little bit more dramatic right into that lower lash line. And now I'm adding a pop of highlight to the inner corner. And here I'm using the Mary Luminizer from the Balm, which is still one of my favorite colors to use for the inner corner highlight. And here I'm just adding some Sienna shadow directly into the crease where I added the Birkin color. This will just help to balance out that really, really dark, smoky lower lash line with the top lid. And then once I'm done with that, I just add a ton of mascara to my lower lashes. That way it makes them super full and dramatic. And that is the full transformation for the eyes. So you can really see the difference between the daytime eye and the nighttime eye. Nighttime is way more dramatic and way sexier. So lately I haven't been adding any contour to my cheekbones. I just feel like it gives me a softer look throughout the day. But for this nighttime look, I am gonna be adding some contour to my cheekbone. So this is the NYX Highlight Contour Kit, and this is the Real Techniques Duo Fibre Contour Brush. As you guys can tell, I'm really, really liking these Duo Fibre brushes from Real Techniques. They're very, very nice, and they add a very flawless finish, because I know you guys love when I say that. So I'm just adding a little bit to both sides of my cheekbones. It's gonna make me look a little bit more fierce and cut up, you know? So like me personally, I like to have a nude lip. I mean, pretty much all the time, you know? But if you wanna make it a little bit more dramatic, here is a really great lip shade to add for nighttime. So I'm trying out a new liquid lipstick. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the color is Veronica. This one is described as a muted brownish pink. I was nervous to use this color because I feel like these kind of mauve, Kylie Jenner 90s colors don't really look that good on me. I feel like I can't decide if I like them or not. But I really like this one because it was a lot more bold and it was a lot more saturated than a lot of the other kind of muted mauve shades. As I have told you guys before on Snapchat, my lips can go from 0 to roast beef real quick when I use these kinds of colors. So I was really happy to see that this one had a lot more kind of, I want to say berry undertones to it. So the lipstick was the last step in the transition from the day to nighttime look. So let me know what you guys think, if you prefer a daytime look or a nighttime look. I think I'm more of a daytime look kind of girl myself. But I had a lot of fun doing this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.